What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie, and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. Today we're going to pull orders from eBay, Poshmark, and Depop. Also, about halfway through the video, we're going to talk about a return that I just got sent last night. It's item not described. I'm going to talk about what happened and what I plan on doing about it. And maybe give you a little bit of advice on, if you're in a similar situation, what I suggest you do. But for now, let's pull some orders, and we'll jump into that about halfway through the video. Made an eBay sale, and this one is a Detroit Red Wings jersey. It's a youth jersey, size small, medium. I also have the baseball going on today, so if this is distracting, you guys can let me know in the comments. But this is the only way I can watch baseball and do work, so it is pretty important. I had it listed for $25 USD, accepted I think $22 or $23. I'll throw it up on screen, obviously. Yeah, pro player. Picked this up at the bins. Not a good size at all. Usually want a bigger one, bigger youth jersey, but you know, these are still going to sell. Maybe not for the 30, 40, 50 bucks, but you know, pretty easy 20, whatever it wound up being, 22, 23 bucks USD. And happy with the sale. Like I said, pulled it out of the Goodwill bin, so I'm not really mad at that at all. Let's get this guy out of here. Sold a lot of DVDs. I'll explain what happened here. Saturday Night Live DVD lot. So there's 9 altogether, whole bunch of different cast members. Listed it for $20. It instantly was still on sale for the 10% off. So 18, somebody offered me 15 USD, obviously plus shipping. I'll take it. It's right down here. These sat in my booth for a long time, honestly, almost a year. I think I sold maybe 1 or 2 of them. Obviously different cast members. You know, there's Dana Carvey, Christopher Walken, Mike Myers, Chris Kattan, Amy Poehler, John Lovitz, commercial parodies, Lost and Found, best of, what is this, 09, 010, probably pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know, did I take that? Yeah, I took my booth stickers off. These came from that great big media buy where I bought all those DVDs for, it was so cheap, like 13 bucks. I forget, it was really cheap. I flipped most of them on Facebook Marketplace, threw some of them in my booth. I kept mostly horror movies. These were part of them, and they've been sitting in the booth forever. So I took them home not too long ago. I started throwing more CDs instead of DVDs in there, and they've been selling really well. But yeah, 15 bucks for these ones. I probably would have donated them otherwise, so happy about that. Let's get them out of here. Sold a CD on eBay, Union. This came from $14 USD on this one. This one came from the Goodwill bins. I mentioned before that I just picked up a bag there full of CDs, went through them. Some went to my booth, some went online. I'm just trying to look to see where I've got the CDs right now. Oh, right here. I don't know if it's just one from this band. No, I do have 2 different ones. I have this one as well. Whoops. Try not to drop it. This one is self-titled. Yeah, these guys look familiar. I don't know. Not too sure. 1998 Mayhem Records. Doesn't that guy look familiar? Was he in another band? Not sure. Anyway, we're gonna get this guy out. I don't know what I paid for these. Not very much. I picked up a whole pile of them. They're probably worth like 25 cents each at the bins, if that. I've never weighed one CD out to figure that out, but yeah, super cheap. $14 USD on this one. Let's get it out here. Sold a digital camera on eBay. I actually originally bought this for myself. It's a Nikon D60 10 megapixel camera. I was thinking about starting to take photos with the camera again, and then when I got it, I'm like, you know what? I really prefer doing it with my iPhone. I don't know. I paid $50 for this. And because of the sale, I wound up getting $76.50 US. I listed it for about $85 plus shipping. Of course, I'm not making very much money on this. I'm getting my money back plus making a little bit. Everything is in here. It's in great shape. Like I said, I thought I was going to use this for myself, and when I realized, you know, it sat around for a month and I wasn't, I knew I could still flip it for a few dollars. So I did, paid $50 Canadian for it, and we're flipping it into $76.50 US plus shipping. Sold a pair of Reeboks. These are a pair of Zig Dynamic 2s. I picked them up for myself. I think I paid about $12 at a thrift store for these ones. I don't see them on the rack. I think maybe over here. I tried them on when I got home. I just thought, oh, I'll pick them up. If I don't like them, I'll still pick them up to flip them. Had them listed a little higher as well. So brand new tags, size 12. I typically wear a size 12 or 13 depending on the shoe. Listed them for $44 USD. I was trying to get 35 out of them. They were on sale for 39, got 34. I gave up trying to get the 35 when I got a $34 offer, and that was okay. So they're very narrow. They're fine. They fit me as far as the length goes and everything. They're just very narrow shoes. I had a pair of these. I still have a green pair of these that are mesh style, like a CrossFit ones that I wear for biking when I rarely go biking these days, especially in the winter. And I also had a pair of work shoes that were Reeboks like this, and I just found them very comfortable. Unfortunately, these ones didn't fit me, but I was able to flip them online still for $35 USD. I probably could have held out and got more, but I thought that was a fair offer. So we're going to get these guys out of here. We sold an autographed 8x10 photo. Ryan O'Reilly, Colorado Avalanche. AJ Sports, that's the place it came from. I don't know that it's necessarily like an authenticator, but that's who sold it originally, was this AJ Sports World. Okay, there's a signature right there. No C of A or extra sticker whatsoever. I'm not really sure who this guy is, to be honest, but 14 bucks, I'll take it. This did come from the same guy that I got the hockey cards from, baseball cards, pucks. Most of my sports memorabilia, except for jerseys, came from the same guy. It was a huge collection that we pieced, or like I bought it out, but I bought it out in pieces over time. Anyway, let's get this guy out of here. All right, so let's talk about this return. It's a book. I don't sell a lot of books on eBay, but, you know, I do sell a handful once in a while. You guys seen this, like I might have been my last video or the video before. It's that Elvis book set. It already got there. The person, I gave them a good deal on it. When they received it, they said, hey, this is actually, it smells a little bit musty and I'm concerned about mold because I'm pregnant and I don't want to take any risks. So I'm like, okay. So they open like an item not as described. I'm like, hey, no problem. I'm open to returns. That's fine. Normally it's buyer pays return, but because they're using the loophole in this INAD, the item not as described, you know, I'm gonna have to pay for this. In this particular case, I'm probably gonna ship this most likely to my PO box in the States and then courier it back to myself. I will just price it out a couple different ways to see if I can get it back to my actual physical address first, because the only problem is when I do it to my PO box, then I have to courier it back home, and it creates this odd amount of time where I might not have a chance to look at this book before I give a refund, which I do want to do. I don't think I sold a moldy book. Did it smell odd to me? Not really, or I wouldn't have sold it. I flipped through the book quickly. I didn't see any issues with it. They just sent a picture of the book laying on their dirty bed, which was, I thought, grosser than the potential. If I thought a book was moldy or smelled gross, I wouldn't be throwing it on my bed. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. It's just, I just find that so funny. It's like, you're very concerned about your health and safety. And this woman did say she was pregnant and didn't want to take any chances. And I do understand and respect that. But why would you throw, if you really felt that way, why would you throw this on, you know, not like your mattress on your bed, not even with that cover or anything? Just odd, right? So I don't know if this person was just reaching out to try to get a partial refund to get even a bigger discount. They already got a discount on the book, so I'm not doing that. I'm trying not to do that at all if I can help it anymore. Also, you know, maybe they were just looking for me to say, oh, I'm so sorry, here's a full refund, because I've done that in the past, but I'm really trying not to. It sort of creates like this culture of where people kind of expect they can do that and get away with it. So for, you know, if I think I can get an item back and still make money on it, I'm just going to try to get the item back and still make money on it. Or even if I take it to my booth and break even on it after all this happens, that's fine. I'm not even sure. We'll see how everything plays out. I think I can deduct the shipping label anyway, like the original shipping, so that should just sort of like wash itself out. I should only have to refund the actual purchase price of this, but we'll see how it goes. You know, it's been a while since I dealt with a return quite like this, but that's what I would suggest to you. My suggestion in the past had been sometimes, you know, cut your losses and let it go. Depends on what the item is. But, you know, for the most part, unless it's a super cheap item, which this is not a crazy expensive item or anything like that, I would say, you know, test the game. See if the person really is, if they're just fishing for that partial refund, maybe they won't even bother going through with the whole thing, because they are going to have to go and ship this back to me and wait for the money. I'm going to inspect it, and you know, chances are eBay's going to give them their money back either way, but there's an opportunity there for me to at least see if the person is being truthful or not. So there's that. So I don't know, that's just my 2 cents on this anyway. I think it's worth, in some cases, taking the return just to see if the person's trying to play you or not. I don't know. Like I said, on this one, it's kind of a coin flip. I don't really know why this person wants to return it. I don't really feel like it was a moldy book, but either way, just thought I'd update you guys that, you know, life's not always perfect reselling, and try not to get too bent out of shape out of these type of things. They're going to happen. You don't really have much control over it. Sometimes they're very nasty, like that bobblehead situation I had at Christmas, and sometimes they're just like a little bit like this one. It's not such a big deal, but it is still just a part of reselling. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Let's pull some more orders. We sold a flag on eBay. This is a machine head, the blackening. Okay, $22 USD. This was on sale. It was listed for $22.99, $24.99. Sorry, my apologies. And the sale makes it 22 and change. Should be in here. We're that lucky that it's right on top. Nice, 2009. Sold a few of these. These are all eventually going to sell. You know, I didn't pay much for any of them, and you know, we're not going to make a killing, but they are brand new flags. I obviously packaged them. Some of them had packaging, some of them didn't, but these came brand new from a store that was closing in Niagara Falls, Ontario. It was a it was a museum at one point, and then it was just like a rock and roll type store. Band shirts, flags, pins, buttons, full masks and memorabilia. It was a really cool store, but unfortunately it's no more. Bought this when they're going out of business. Let's get it out of here. Moving on to Depop, and we sold a pair of Crocs. They were listed for $19.99. I think we took $17 USD for these ones. Once again, all my Crocs, or the majority of my Crocs, do come from the Goodwill bins. You guys just seen me sell. I don't know why that was so hard to spit out. Pretty much the same pair, I think, just a different color. Right? Oh no, I'm wrong. Sorry about that. I just sold a pair of thong ones, maybe. I have the same pair down here in a different color. I thought those were the ones that sold. Not the case. Anyway, $17 picked up at the Goodwill bins, or sometimes at a garage sale, but these ones did come from the bins. I typically don't pay Goodwill prices or thrift store prices of like, you know, $7, $8, $9, $10. Can't do that and make a good profit, but from the bins, definitely worth picking them up, and let's get them out of here. Another Depop sale. This one, not super expensive, listed for $14.99, took a best offer, $11. This is just a little pocket tee. Carhartt. This came from the $100 clothing buy. These used to be worth a little bit more, but even $11 USD, still okay. Honestly, happy to get this one out of here. Looks like it might be right on top too, so don't have to dig around too much. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely Carhartt, everything pretty much sells, but not everything's worth a ton of money, obviously. I picked these guys up, like I said, from the $100 clothing buy. Part of that, you know, when I'm picking up that much stuff at once, trying to make a good relationship, so that I'm, you know, invited back to buy some more stuff. You know, this stuff is going to sell, so there's no point of not picking it up, and we're going to get it out of here. Moving on to Poshmark.com, and we sold a pair of Madewell jeans, $17 USD. Did pick these ones up from the Goodwill bins. I don't find them very well. Everybody used to always, you know, talk about what a great brand it was and what a great resale brand it was. I don't know if it's fallen off. I found it a couple of times in thrift stores. Okay, there they are right there. These ones are distressed. Sort of a mom style jean. Okay, I've also got these brand new tags in a clothing liquidation buy where I bought, you know, a bunch of boxes of brand new clothing from a store, and they sold okay over time, but they weren't like hot ticket items either. So I don't know. I hear a lot of people talk this brand up, but it never seems to move fast for me or sell for a ton of money. Although at the Goodwill bins, $17 we're getting out of these ones. I'm happy with that, 17 USD, and we're gonna get these guys out of here. Moving on over to Poshmark.ca and another Funko Pop sale, $22 for Toy Story 4 Alien, Pixar 525, and he's right here. Yeah. You know, I'm not surprised that the Toy Story ones are selling fast. Pick these up at Goodwill. A lot of these ones up at Goodwill, 50% off day. These most Disney ones usually are pretty good, so I guess that's not a huge surprise. Although I've had this Disney one forever, but I have a whole case of them, so when I sell them, I just replenish them. Funko Pops are typically something I do not pick up anymore. I just picked these ones up because I thought I could throw them in my booth. I think I mentioned that. I thought I could sell them cheap in my booth, and then a few of them wound up being worth more than I thought, including this one, $22 Canadian. Let's get this guy out of here. If you guys made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I truly do appreciate it. If you like videos like this one, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon. Face on 4 Nations.